Jasmyne and Vince.
The JasVynce Show.
The JasVynce Show.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The JasVynce Show. You said it. Happy to be joining you for another episode of Married at First Sight, episode 16. 100. This isn't Best Friends at First Sight. Who could this be about? Who could it be about, Jasmine? Oh, we didn't even do I'm Vince.
I'm Jazz.
And thank you so much for watching us. Appreciate all of our new subscribers. Please, if you're watching this video and you enjoy some Married at First Sight and some real talk from a real couple, because we real, right?
Yeah,
right?
we real.
Please hit that subscribe button, the like, comment, let us know how you feeling about these quote-unquote real couples as well. All right? First, before I even get into my little Pastor Cow voice, Jasmine, how many episodes do we have left?
I'm guessing we have the Kevin Frazier like just chatting. No, I think the next episode is next week has to be finale.
You think next week is absolutely decision day and that's it?
No, I think it's at least another week in between.
We'll see about that.
I think finale is in 2 weeks, but the way they did the conversation thing with like everybody talking about it after this week's made it seem like decision day was next week.
Is there at least one couple that is going to say yes? They both say yes.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. The clock nearly runs out, and the couples have only a few days until decision day. The last chance arrives to answer any remaining questions, and it ruins the final night for one couple and challenges others. I can't remember who. I thought all their nights were kind of ruined. I don't remember.
I feel like this whole... They should have titled this whole episode Conflict. Because that's literally what it was.
This isn't Best Friends at First Sight, though. I totally agree. And again, you know what I'm saying? I just had to state that we get married because I'm excited about getting married.
You excited about getting married?
I'm excited about getting married. We get married, so we might not even see the next episode. We'll see.
Yeah,
but hope to be able to bring you something here. Let's get started on these dang couples. We did get to see them hang out a little bit this time around. It was nice to see them hang. What is that face for? Is that sarcasm?
Yeah, because I just feel like this whole thing was conflict. The most fun we saw was when they were riding the little scooter things in the street.
That was cool.
And then everybody split off to argue.
That part wasn't as cool. I did want to note that everybody was like, "Oh, Alexis is wilding in the little go-kart thing that she had that was different than everybody else's." It's most likely because Justin couldn't fit in the little.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right? I don't think they said anything about it.
No.
If maybe we had after party this episode, maybe it would have did it. But
yeah,
I was like, "Oh, he can't fit in there." That was just.
If they can't fit in there, probably.
That was just the first thing that popped in my head. Let me know if there's anybody you'd like to start with. Nah, I'm just get into it. First couple I got. Are you ready for this? First couple is Jasmyne and Vince on Access Hollywood. If you haven't done so already, make sure you watch the video that comes up after this. We'll talk about that afterwards. Sorry, it was there. All right, let's talk about Stacia and Nate this time around. Just to jump into the ratings early, but not to actually. We gave them an 8 last week. We don't have to talk about ratings yet. I was worried about them a little bit because...
This episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he have to love her after 2 months?
I think that she made it clear that that's what she expected. But also, all right, how do I say this? I understand both sides of them. So I feel like she's pushing him. Like, I feel like she really wanted him to say, "I love you," is what she wanted.
Right.
But if she knows for a fact that he's never, as an adult, had a relationship where he said, "I love you," or been in love.
He has not.
Then
that's baggage.
I think that you kind of have to give him a little bit more time and use his actions to mean that, like, to rectify it in your head, kind of. Because that man getting tattoos.
Yo, what did I get this for? Like,
that's wild.
It's permanent.
Yeah.
But she's still asking him questions about their future. I feel like after, I can't remember who it was. We'll talk about Krysten and Mitch later, but it was brought up that, hey, I would like my husband to let me know about our future. And I feel like Nate did a good job about that. He even brought it to the forefront. Yo, I can't tell you I love you yet, but I want to let you know that I'm falling in love with you. I can see myself being, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was good enough.
I feel like he said what he needed to say to like validate her as much as he could without saying it. But I felt like she was doing what Pastor Kyle said she did in the beginning.
What's that?
Which was like the interview thing, like another question.
I felt like all the dudes were getting interviewed this episode too. That's why. Hence the conflict. But
yeah, but the issue is some of these dudes need to be, because like, well, we're gonna get to Mitch and Krysten.
We're gonna get to them.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Right? Yeah, I thought it was crazy that he was like, yo, you know, I got this tattoo, and you know, and I can't be married to someone that does all the things that you do specifically and also looks like me on top of that. Like, he was
I think the issue is because he hasn't been in serious relationships.
Yeah.
He does not know how to argue constructively. And he, like, you can think things, but there's a way you should say them to your wife. And like, oh, I'm done, walking away. I think that because she said this, like, she basically said she had abandonment issues. So him, like, I'm done and walking away on the regular is a issue. And I think that it was interesting that he was saying before about, like, you're triggering me. And I feel like when somebody triggers you, the issue is within yourself at the end of the day. Now, they can be cognizant of the things that can be a trigger for you, but the trigger work is kind of within yourself to a degree.
Trigger work.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I absolutely, you know, I can agree with that to an extent. But I think the main thing was, I think you said somebody has to put their pride aside.
I said, yeah, in a relationship.
Is that about him or about both of them?
No, I just meant in general. Like, in relationships, you have to put your pride aside sometimes. Like, the relationship is more important than, like, who's right and who's wrong. It's like, this is an issue. How can we resolve it? And I feel like when he's doing things that she said are a trigger for her, she's just eating it like nothing. But when when it's vice versa, like when she's doing things that trigger him, apparently just being a woman, apparently wanting to travel and have kids at the same time
and looking like him
is a trigger for him. So I think there's a little bit, I'm not gonna say there's a double standard, but I don't think that he's self-aware enough to be married.
There you go. I absolutely would agree that she's a businesswoman, she's a boss. So she's probably got a little bit of a thicker skin than he does.
Absolutely.
To an extent. But also on top of that, her wanting to experience love and him never experiencing love is a huge factor in that. I think
we had a previous couple that had that, didn't we?
I feel like there was a couple couples.
Yeah, I can't think of who it was.
I feel like there was a couple couples. But I think one really important thing that you said is about choosing yourself over the relationship, or choosing a relationship over.
He said he would choose happiness over relationship.
Yeah, so that's what he said, and I was like, he said choose happiness. I'd choose happiness over marriage anyway. Like, and that was kind of like a little dagger.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not constructive arguing. If you're gonna argue, are you gonna argue? Yes, but like, I'm a big proponent of, like, you need to make sure whatever comes out of your mouth, whatever you say, you better make sure you mean that shit.
Mean it.
Because you can't take it back. So
he's offended because she feels that he's going through the motions. How do you feel about that?
I feel like this man is not going to get it right unless he say I love you in that moment. That's me. That's what I was hearing.
But he know the right things to say, so why don't he just say it?
I wasn't getting that he's going through the motions. I think that she's saying that because at the end of the day, if you were listening, and I know men don't be always all the way listening, what she wants is a verbal I love you. That's what she wants.
That's it.
That's what she wants.
Has he given that to her?
No,
ever?
He hasn't.
Never.
No.
Okay. Well,
that's what she wants. So anything else, they're both halfway listening to each other. So I don't know about them.
I got hopes, but I'm glad we got to talk about them because It was all so much conflict.
Yeah.
It was all over the place in this episode. And then he doubled down on it. That was the thing that killed me. I was like, come on, man, come on. Right? Let us know how you feel about Stacia and Nate in the comments. Let us know if you think they're gonna make it, if you think they're gonna say yes on decision day. I'm still kind of rooting for them, but I'm seeing things. I'm seeing things I don't know if I necessarily like. Our next couple is Krysten and Mitch. We said we were gonna talk about them. Let's talk about them, y'all. Will he say yes?
He's gonna say yes.
Will Mitch say yes?
He's gonna say yes.
He's gonna say yes.
I'm gonna tell you why he's gonna say yes. Because he said that when he was away at that work conference or whatever, he was realizing how different it was than his life with Krysten. But I think
it kind of seemed like it was a negative connotation to me.
It did, but I think that men need something different sometimes.
True. Very true.
And I hate to say it, women upgrade your life. Okay.
Also true.
So I think that is the phase of life he's ready to go into. I don't know if he fully knows it, but he's a 40-year-old man. He's ready to go into that phase of life.
He's 40?
He's 40.
I thought he was older than that.
Or 41 maybe. I don't know.
41.
But either way, I think that he knows that he's not going to find the caliber of woman that Krysten is.
Nope.
That's going to be able to check him and also tolerate his BS.
Well said. Well said. Because nobody really wants to be.
Nobody is about to clown about your crazy recycling habits.
I'm, again,
besides her.
Glad that he liked that. And was feeling that was more of her, like, goofy, quirky side that she apparently doesn't show too often. So, like, that she could joke around with him and stuff like that, mock him, he enjoy it. Like, that's good. That's good.
So what annoyed me this episode was when they went to their dinner or whatever, and she literally gave this man a blueprint of how to make her say yes on decision day. And it's still, I feel like it took a minute for him to click what he needed to do.
So again, like you said, some men need to be interviewed. Like I said, I don't necessarily appreciate it's TV still. So it seemed like they were being pressed. Like everybody was getting a third degree about something.
It was definitely production aspect.
Obviously there's a production aspect to it. My thing is like, all right, you can ask me these questions. Maybe give me some time to come up with an answer before, or maybe they're pulling the women to the side and saying, this is what's going to get them. This is what's going to catch them up. Like, you think that? So they look stupid when they have to. Do you think that's part of it?
No, babe, that's not what
happens.
happening.
You think they just don't have no answers?
I think men are going to be regardless, because when you ask them about commitment, even though they already married, they be goofy.
Y'all already married though, but I still get it.
I'm sorry.
Some people still look at it as an experiment.
He would have to be Jeffrey Dahmer for us to say no. If we go through married at first sight, you married a whole stranger. If you can't give it more than 2 months, then you should not have been there.
All right, so I don't like to talk about even hypothetically,
but
hypothetically,
seriously,
Jazz marrying another person because I'm very jealous. Even though she doesn't think so.
You're never jealous.
I can name at least 2-3 people that have been on past seasons of Married First Sight that you would definitely, absolutely try not to stay married to.
Like who?
I'm not going to name them.
No. Give me somebody. Give me somebody since we playing this game.
It don't even matter what season. I'm just going to say Chris.
I knew you was going to
It don't even matter what season. I don't even know. I don't know what season. Chris.
Okay, give me somebody else.
My guy Luke.
I thought Luke was your friend.
He's cool, but you wouldn't stay married to him.
He probably would have liked me. He like ethnic.
It's true.
So
that is true. Shout out to my guy Luke. Johnny Tan.
I was so mad to see Johnny on that thing.
Yo.
I was like, he's like, yeah, this is what Married at First Sight is about. How would you know, Johnny?
He was referring to Miguel and Lindy, who we'll get into soon as well. But you had walked away to see who he was talking about, though. They did that. But I hear you. But it is what he was saying, referring to Miguel and Lindy and how they're so lovingly and attracted to each other, but then also they argue about the little pettiest things. But that's what marriage.
I don't think Lindy and Miguel is a healthy situation, and I hope she runs.
All right. Anything else about Mitch and Krysten, because I really enjoyed.
I think they're gonna say yes. To be honest,
I was feeling that. I was really feeling that, and
I feel the love
in
through
that
the
case.
camera.
I think, again, back to the interviews thing. I think because he's Mitch, and we don't know much about Mitch, but from everything we've seen from Mitch, Mitch is a character. Mitch is a Mitch, right? So there's like people have a thing, like everybody on the show says, well, you know Mitch, so right? He probably needed to, hey, this is what I need. This exactly. And if you're willing to continue with that, I need you to affirm that this is what's going to happen. And I would say it looks like it's working. He's open to doing so many different things. I forgot what else they tried recently.
He need to be open to wearing his damn wedding ring at these conferences for work. That's what he need to be open to.
It's a wife, yeah. I ain't got nothing else to say about Krysten and Mitch. Let us know how you feel. And if you think they're going to say yes on decision day, let us know. Let us know.
They're going to say yes.
All right, just checking. All right, next couple. Let's talk about
Sex,
Lindy.
baby. Okay.
Lindy. No, what's the name? The baby's name again?
McGindy.
Let's talk about McGindy because they're not Lindy right now. They're definitely McGindy, or maybe they're back. Who knows? They seemed cool.
They seem cool, but the preview of them talking to Pastor Kyle and Dr. Pepper looked intense. Speak your mind.
First off, we didn't even get to start the episode with this. We asked for more Dr. Cal. We asked for more Pastor Cal. And more Dr. Pepper. We asked for more experts, period. I feel like we've gotten the least amount of experts.
Absolutely.
And we had 2 new experts. And we
barely saw them.
We had the least amount of experts. They need expert help.
Dr. Viviana, please come back.
They need it.
Why don't they bring back Logan? Dr. Logan. It was a bunch of different
Can we have
ones.
Dr. Viviana at least on the after party?
Something.
You know what I'm saying?
We
Dr.
need
Viviana,
something.
she could have hosted the thing that they had. No offense to whoever that was hosting it. But they need expert help. That's all I'm saying.
I really want to go back and count how many episodes we actually saw Dr. Pepper or Pastor Kyle.
So they did something slick, little TV tricks. They made it so we do see them.
But that's just the narration.
We do physically see them because most of the time it was just the narration. Now we actually see them. They got their fresh suits in the backgrounds and stuff.
But they not with the couples.
Anywho.
Shout out to Pastor Kyle. We get married.
Yeah, we get married, Pastor Kyle. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Now, if you haven't seen the JasVynce show proposal video featuring Pastor Calvin Roberson of Married at First Sight, please make sure you check out our channel, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. All right. Only thing I had about Miguel and Lindy was, how y'all doing? Like somebody, I guess the producers nudged them, say, hey, can you start up the conversation this time? I feel like Alexis is doing it most of the time, right? So he's like, so how's everybody doing? After they just had a huge blow up, and I almost forgot. I was really looking like somebody wasn't here last week or somebody they dissipated or something was up. I couldn't all the way remember.
They hated the retreat, remember?
They were not feeling the retreat at all. So when they left, they was like, was it Alexis or was it somebody else? That was like, no. How are y'all doing? Because last time y'all was down in the dumps. Y'all was looking like, all right. But how are they doing?
They seem like they have a lot of affection for each other.
Yeah.
But they both know that there's some issues. I think he is controlling. I think he's very condescending. I feel like Lindy does have some undiagnosed issues that are hindering the growth of her relationship with Miguel. And I think even if she was diagnosed, he would not be as understanding as she would need. I think Miguel is single because he was single because he's a my way or the highway type of guy. And he thinks that he's the prize. You ain't no prize. He thinks he's the prize and everybody needs to earn him. But the reality is, I'm sorry, in the chivalrous world that I live in, the lady is the prize and the man should be earning her. Well, I said it.
In the chivalrous world that he lives in, the lady is probably trapped in a dungeon by a dragon and he still has to earn her. So I'm not exactly sure what he's got going on. I don't know how I feel about you saying people got undiagnosed stuff as a mental health advocate, but I don't know that man. I don't know that man.
I'm not saying him. I'm
And
saying
he's-
Lindy.
Oh, you talking about her? Either way.
She cannot focus for 2 seconds.
Either way, both of them, they need expert help. That's all, they need expert help. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all I had about them. It's weird to watch them, fluctuate so much, but I still.
It's draining. You said it's weird. I'm tired of watching
Draining.
it.
We are tired.
I feel like they more tiring than Morgan and Ben was.
I gotta figure out how to do a YouTube poll. Anybody that knows how to do a YouTube poll, if we're able to do that, please drop that in the comments.
It's a post.
Cause I'm it's a post. I gotta figure it out. Cause I'm like, yo, I need to know. I just need to know how many people think that they're gonna stay together. Like that's the main thing. I think that. Cause do you think they're gonna stay together?
My head and my heart are saying two different things.
Yes.
I hope they don't for mental sanity, but I feel like they like each other enough to say yes.
And two,
it's gonna be toxic.
If it's gonna be significantly toxic, but the poll was either if they're gonna stay together, but also if y'all really, really think that we're gonna see somebody make a decision next episode. Like that's my biggest, because you know how they do.
It don't matter.
Is somebody making a decision?
We're not going to see the next episode.
Is somebody making a decision? Let us know. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else about Miguel y Lindy?
No.
Miguelina, Lingel, Megindi? Nothing else, right?
No.
That's it. That's all the couples, right?
No.
That's everybody.
We forgot somebody.
It's every single person, every single couple. Who do we forget? Did we see any tears this episode?
No.
He's tough now. You know he changed, but is he getting freaky enough?
Yo, that conversation with his mom was weird.
That's a wild convo. Actually, never mind. Let me not get into
What did he say? He told his mom she wants me to be more dominant or something in the bedroom. And first of all, I wouldn't say that to my mom. That's just a weird conversation.
See, that might be...
Some people have that kind of relationship. I just think it's a lot.
I don't know if
She's like, so basically you're not getting freaky enough. If my mom said that to me, I'll probably throw up in my mouth immediately.
Yeah, no, you would. I know. I was gonna say I was really cool with my mom. I don't know how the depth of conversations that we would have.
Did your mom's spirit tell you that you need to get freakier with me? Because if it did, I'm scared. All right.
But is he getting freaky? Either way.
He might not. I could imagine that he not getting freaky enough since she was talking about his stroke game.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So I keep forgetting that we got to see all the people talk to their parents or their friends and stuff like that. I think Nate's dad gave him some good advice at some point. But Justin dealing with his family and the loss of his dog. I forgot who was his friend he was talking to about Maya.
He was talking to his mom. He said
that
he assumed that because he had made that major decision to give away the dog, that they were all definitely saying yes on decision day.
Move.
And now he's like, I don't know. And then his mom basically told him that he always has been a second guesser and always lived in his head and created a story in his head, but wasn't necessarily living in the present. And then when he met with Alexis to have dinner with the sunflowers, her favorite flower.
Beautiful. He
basically told her about that epiphany, and she was like, "You just realized that?"
I thought he said some of that to the group as well. That was just her.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm glad that he realized that. Some people need to learn.
And she was like, "That gives her hope, but also he might just be feeding her whatever." So,
why is she leading him on? Then that's the real question I want to ask.
I think she actually
she's
likes
eating
him.
it up. She's eating it up. She's going with it.
She likes somebody that's into her.
She's gotta appreciate the attention.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think she likes him. She cares about him. But there are some things that she was not looking for. Like, I think she wants a very, very extremely masculine man that's confident in himself.
He's very emotional.
And he appears to be like a big masculine man, but is very emotional. And it's okay to be emotional, but I think that I understand where she's coming from. She wants to be the one that is, woe is me. She wants to be the soft life, okay? Help me. help me. She wants to be the soft black woman, right?
He is the
and
soft
she
black.
wants him to be like, I got you, baby. Like, don't worry about it. I got you.
I feel like he wants that as well.
He wants to do that as well, but I don't think that he's ever, I'm not going to say been given the opportunity. I think that his issue is he doesn't stand, I don't know if he knows who he is, first and foremost. And second, I was going to say he doesn't stand in who he is,
Yes.
despite what the women around do, how they respond to him. Because the thing is, if you say, hey, like, if we kid all the time and then you say, all right, I'm putting my foot down, this is what we're doing, or this is what we're not doing,
Right.
as your wife, it would be like, I would have to respect that. Like, there should be a level of respect. And I feel like she feels like she could still run over him. And that's why there's
Big
no
facts.
full respect there.
Control, respect, definitely respect again. Like, it almost shows in her face. Like, oh, looking forward to this. I love you, baby. And then they cut to her. She's like,
yeah.
It's like, stop. Like, what? I don't know. I don't even know. I didn't have much about any of the couples this episode. Conflict was a part of it. A little bit of disappointment. It wasn't the best episode in the world, but I still got, I still pulled stuff from it.
It was giving filler.
It was giving filler because we might have one episode left. We might have more. Let me know. All right. Anything else about, I was like, who? Justin, Alexis? Or you just want to get into these ratings and talk about, let's get into these ratings, y'all.
It's a ratey.
It's a ratey day. Hopefully everybody, if you're new here, appreciate you for being here once again. I hope you hit the subscribe button by now. It's like the third time I talk about it. Right? But we do ratings every single episode, at least from when they're on the honeymoon till decision day. Out of 10, 1 out of 10, or 0 out of 10, or negative, however many you want.
We haven't given out any negative.
Out of 10. Some of our viewers have, though. I'm sure. Nobody gets a 10 until they both say yes on decision day, y'all. Let's get into these ratings real quick. The last time we rated the Boss and the Hustler, Stacia and Nate, we gave them an 8, like I said. The week before that was an 8.5. It looks like they're slowly declining. How are you feeling about them this time?
They're going to get a 6.
That's all.
Because I'm 60% sure that they'll say yes.
That is a good number. That's a great percentage. Yeah. I might have to, I'm just going to go along with the 6 on that one because the argument, the doubling down on the, I don't want to be married to you. Like that's not good. That's not good stuff. I hate it. We'll leave him at a 6. That's still a passing score, but 60%, not bad. Let us know how you feel about Stacia and Nate in the chat. Can we get a rating for Krysten and Mitch?
I'm going to give them an 8.
We gave them 2 consecutive 7s the last couple weeks.
I feel like she's literally saying what she needs, and I feel like he's doing what she needs, or at least trying. He's putting in a lot of effort.
He's definitely trying. He's definitely put in some effort. I still think he could put in more effort, but he's Mitch. But it's the being open to doing it that is the thing that's really like, yo.
I concur.
Let us know if you feel Mitch and Krysten are deserving of an 8 this week, or if we're being too generous. I don't know. All right, I have Lindy and Miguel next. They received, I think you gave them a 4 2 weeks ago. I gave them a 5.5 because I was like, I think this is before the couples retreat, right? We gave them a 4 last week.
I'm going to give them a 5 for good luck.
Wow.
I don't like them together. I just feel like they might stay together, but I just don't think it's healthy. It's not good.
I would have to agree. Again, we both agree. Like, it looks super, super toxic. Not even super, super toxic, but just enough toxic to not be a good match. Because of, like, I feel like every relationship probably has to deal with a certain amount of toxicity. But it's just nasty. It's nasty and it's pointless, I feel like, from them.
He just got
mostly on his side.
He got condescending tone. Yeah.
Mostly on his side.
Yeah, I feel like Lindy shows the intent that she wants to work things out and talk things through.
Okay, yeah. Even if she's angry or overwhelmed.
And she also said divorce wasn't a thing for her. It wasn't an option.
Thing.
So
that's beautiful. And
that's the way to go into it.
That's the mentality you should have going into Married at First Sight. That's all we're saying.
Into marriage in general.
So, marriage in general. Miguelito, step it up. Come on. All right. Alexis and Justin, they got a 7 2 weeks ago. They got a 6 last week. Does that mean that they could be descending?
I still think they might say yes. I'm giving them a 6 still.
That's beautiful. Because you're also 60% that they would, I think. I think.
It's more yes than no.
More yes than no.
If she say no, that man is going to cry.
He's going to cry. Oh my God. Is he going to cry? What?
I didn't ask you. I said he is.
What? He's going to cry. He is going to cry. So we did this last season too. We don't have to do this for all the couples, but maybe next episode if we get to watch it. Specifically for Justin and Alexis, who has to give their answer first? Who do you think they're going to make? Oh. You know.
It's Justin first.
You know Justin's going first, y'all.
I forgot about that. We did do that.
Let us know. Let us know if you think
Justin going first.
If you think Justin is going first. We'll talk more about the other couples another time, but Justin, I think, is going first because the camera they want to see him shake. They want to see him burn. They want to see him sweat. I know it.
Yo, what if they do 2 couples on one episode? Like you know how they do the night before the wedding and all the lead up and the talk through.
That's what we're gonna
flashback.
Get. That's what I was like.
And then they only do like 1 or 2 couples, and then next week will be
most likely. I feel like unless it's gonna be a 2-hour, 3-hour, 4-hour episode.
And my favorite part is after they say yes or no, and then they gotta go tell each other.
That's cute and
then everybody be like,
"Yeah, we ain't stay together." You guys said
no.
We ain't stay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Over here, loved up. Like, oh, that's crazy. I'm so sorry.
I hope Ben brings his new boo. I'm just saying. I'm petty.
Ben showing up with a new boo would be nice for me. I would really enjoy that. But yeah, I think that is all we have for the couples. Please let us know how you feel about these couples and their ratings, especially if you think anybody is going to go first specifically. All right.
We know Justin is going first. There's no question.
I feel like it is. It's just the way, that's the way TV goes. Because, we're TV people. We've been on TV for quite some time. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you're watching us on Access Hollywood. And we're getting married. So we're shedding for the wedding. We're doing our 30-day couples fitness challenge. And the second part aired already. So you can watch the second part on our YouTube channel. We're both at least 10 pounds down already, right? Mm-hmm. Very exciting. The third one will air probably around the date of our wedding. So that's also something.
It's next Wednesday.
We might miss it, but
the 27th.
Check it out and stay tuned on our YouTube channel. All right, please make sure that you
like, comment, and subscribe.
Of course, as always, because that's how we know that you love and appreciate us. And let us know if you're covering any other shows such as Married at First Sight or something that we care about as well. Feel free to drop that in the chat. Let us know. But I think that has been another wonderful episode of The JasVynce Show. Peace, y'all. Peace.
Jasmyne and Vince.
The JasVynce Show.